let's start to take a look at what we've got. Now we've taken all the trees down on the corner of this golf hole. The last video I posted showed the trees being removed. So now we've created that sight line all the way up to the green, which you can see back in the distance just short of the wall, which is the 9th tee beyond the green. We have Pavlik brothers here working with us, shaping out the new golf hole, but we've done all of our shaping here in the last 3 days, and now we're going to walk up the golf hole and talk a little bit about the strategy that's been created, the shaping that's been done, and some of the steps in the process. Primarily the work has been done with a D6R cat and a 650 deer and some of these small sight trucks, and now with a knuckle bucket excavator kind of cleaning up around some of the bunkers that have been roughed in. Everything's very rough right now, but it's pretty close to being strategically what we're trying to get and accomplish out here. We've tried to keep the work pretty tight. Again, this was an existing golf hole. It was an existing par 4 that played essentially at 90 degrees out to your left and then back over to the green. Where this chunk of ground right here that we're walking along was forested and came down in a significant amount during Hurricane Sandy. Almost all the trees on this corner, ironically, were lost. We had envisioned this hole many years ago as part of a master plan, but the membership had a difficult time seeing it. But now, as the trees fell, it really started to present itself as a great opportunity, and now we're seeing it come to fruition. I'm kind of walking through the mud a little bit. We just had about 1.5 inches of rain in the last 3 hours. All cleared out now, but we're walking along an area that's going to be, I'm calling it a fescue ravine, that players that are challenging the green from the tee are going to have to carry. There's a lot happening over here. We have a large sweeping swale starting essentially where the backhoe is right now. He's walking his way out of a new bunker that's being built on the corner beyond the tree, and that swale sweeps around for a couple of reasons. Drainage, number one, and number two, strategically it sets up the whole right edge of the golf hole. That's a pretty quick slope falling off the fairway down into the swale. These trees, ironically, were saved during the storm. They did not fall, so we kept them as part of a turning point to the golf hole so players can go on the upper side of the trees, or they can come along down here through the lower side, although I'm walking through a fescue area that you really don't want to get into. Now we're coming over the ridge line. Again, this is a line you can take from the tee, and now you're going to be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bunkers that are scattered through this valley down through here. It's all been reshaped out. There's a lot of catchment. There's a lot of flow, surface flow that's been created within the grade itself. And as we come up through here, you can see a little bit in the distance there, there's a stake in the ground. It's about 230 yards off the tee as a carry point for those players that want to carry it into a new lower fairway. We'll see that in 1 minute. So there's a bunker here. You can see the yellow painted lines. There's one bunker here, another smallish mitt bunker right next to it, and a couple more bunkers along the right hand side that hold up the fairway and are going to catch balls that are mishit to the right hand side as well. Everything outside of those bunkers and everything along the tree line along the right hand side here, that's all fescue. Okay, so we'll be working our way up, and now once we carry this bunker right here, the red flags that you see are the fairway. So this fairway will continue from the existing upper fairway. So balls that are working their way down the right side of the golf hole may find their way down into this lower fairway, which is a strategic fairway for those players that may be trying to get to the green. They can take this line, again 230 yards. To get to this point, you have to carry the bunkers, you have to carry the fescue. So this is an aggressive, low handicap line. It may be a layup point for some players that have hit the ball way short back there. And now as we move up towards the green, we have 2 more bunkers set right into the slope. Everything happened pretty naturally here. and work pretty well into the existing contours of the ground. This was all shaped out in about 3 days, 2.5 days. So now we have a bunker there short left that strings back to about 70 yards short of the green. Then we have a right greenside bunker stuffed right into the right front edge of the green. All this is visible from the tee, and the player is going to have a tremendous visual looking from the tee up to the green surface and all the options in between. One of the fun things in creating new golf holes, and this one on top of an existing golf hole, is to kind of look back and get a good feel of what's been created. And now we have a great vista back from the green, looking back towards the tee over the ravine. Number 8, Roxiticus. Stay tuned as we create an awesome short par 4.